we are starting a new series on mental wellness. So, guys, if you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment in the box below, and don't forget to subscribe the channel because every week we would be launching one video. Hello and welcome to my channel Talk with Taiba. Today I'm extremely delighted to have somebody who would be joining me in a new endeavor. We are starting a new series on mental wellness. My friend Pranshu S. Raghuvansh is going to be a part of the series. And we realize that during lockdown, a lot of people are facing this challenge wherein they are a bit emotionally bogged down. They don't know how to deal with their emotions. So we thought, why not bring in the best of practices from the East and West to help you tackle those challenges. So over to Pranshu, what he thinks about this, and his insights on this.
Yeah, I was very excited when you told me about this idea that you had. I have been also, kind of looking into different kind of mental health and different issues that people face, and I've been trying to, get my own understanding through different fields. I'm primarily from a research field, scientific field. I did my bachelor's in astronomy with mathematics, so I'm a more scientific, research-oriented, proof-oriented guy. So that kind of, gives me this cynicism that prevents me from even trying to look into this. So I'm very excited to kind of, go through this. Like I would be the newcomer, you would be my teacher, basically, telling me about these new fields. So yeah, I'm excited. Let's do this.
Well, I think Pranshu is being humble because Pranshu, the depth and breadth of his knowledge is immense. And when he talks about a topic, he is very analytical. He will do a hair splitting analysis of the topic. So that's the beauty of this person here. And I really was always impressed by his insights, and I always wanted to bring him on my YouTube channel. I was studying NLP since past few days, and I would like to elucidate a bit about NLP, what exactly is NLP, and how NLP is helping a lot of people. So NLP is nothing basically neuro-linguistic programming. Neuro means how do you program your nervous system, and how do you make sense of the world within yourself and around yourself through the 5 senses that you have. So how do you process all those informations that that are entering through your 5 senses, and how language becomes a very crucial medium of organizing this information, and how you talk and how you express yourself, your words, your kinesthetics, your visuals, your auditory.
Can you elaborate on the term kinesthetics?
Kinesthetics is basically feeling, the moment like you got an award from somebody, the chill that runs down your spine when you are nervous, all those feelings that you feel in your body. That is kinesthetics.
It's like the, I would say, kind of the subjective feel, like observations, like, because there's objective where like there's objects and names and people.
It's the feelings that you feel within your body. Let's for example, you saw
happiness, sadness, right?
anything. It is the bodily feelings that you have when you make sense of things through feelings. So NLP talks about a lot about programming your mind. Now when we talk about programming our minds, we are 30% of our brain, 30 to 40% of our brain works on a conscious level, and most of it is 60% of our brain, you can say it is on working on an autopilot mode or on a subconscious level. So if we want to really change or reprogram ourselves, we need to go to that in-depth level wherein we program our beliefs. Now these things, beliefs, people think they don't understand what's a belief, and it is our beliefs and it is our stories that we are holding on to yourself. For example, let's suppose Pranshu thinks he's an intelligent person. That is his beliefs. But how does that belief is formed? First, he had an idea, that yes, I am so and so, or somebody has an idea that I'm beautiful. Some girl has this idea that she's beautiful. So how does that become a belief? First, it is ideas are nothing. They're just like tabletop. They don't have legs. They're just tabletops, nothing. But when you give references, when you give, that person that day said to me that I was beautiful, and then that boy that day said I was beautiful, and then that person said, and then I know, and then you make up this whole story, and you believe that
So
story
the
with.
world is reinforcing your own belief. So you reinforce your belief by what the input that you get.
You make you are just cooking in your head. You are just making your own mind map. You are
Okay.
making your story your own self. Like somebody has this fear that the moment I will go on stage, something wrong will happen. So that is that is a thing, that there was a simple idea, and then a few instances happened. Now he has cemented, he has accepted that idea with such a strong conviction that it has become a belief. And it is our belief
Yeah.
that make us do things or stop us from doing things.
Mhm.
Because we don't do things that we like to do, or that are the best for us. Even those people who are very intelligent and amazing, they do things that are not the best for their lives. Why does that happen? Because somewhere down their mind, they have a belief related to that particular thing. So a lot of people are facing stage fright. So it is a deep rooted belief that I screwed up the last time. So that is why. So basically, it's very interesting how mind makes sense of all these things, and how NLP explains, and how NLP helps you reprogram all these beliefs through mental models. It is less about giving you any pills, giving you any kind of medication, and more about actually reprogramming your mind and nervous system. What do you
Yeah.
think, Pranshu? Like what all do you think is how much faith do you have in NLP?
So from what I have heard till now, so like there are a few things that I would like to kind of talk about or ask you a few questions on. So first thing you said, like there is 40% of the brain that is conscious and 60% that is subconscious. So what does NLP say, that this is what it is and you can change it, or do they say that this is how the brain works and this is how it's going to keep on working and
No.
you just work with that system?
NLP says that you can reprogram your mental models.
Okay.
You can
So you can go to say 100% conscious, 0% subconscious, or 100%
no
subconscious, 0%.
See, the things
Yeah.
will work like that. The way brain is designed, it is designed the way, but you will optimize the subconscious part, the part that about which you are still not aware, because sometimes people
Okay.
have problems.
The percentages don't matter. What matters is there's a subconscious that people don't care enough about. They care more
They
about
just
the
don't know
conscious.
about. They just don't know about. There's
Okay.
something called subconscious that can be reprogrammed, and it is just like invisible architecture of your beliefs and things that is running your life.
Yeah, I do agree with that. I don't know if you've ever experienced this, but let's say you would, like I would myself would sometimes go into autopilot, where like I'd be having a conversation, I wouldn't even know what's the next thing I'm going to say, but it just somehow comes out and somehow makes sense. So there is this there's this consciousness inside of me that I'm not in control of, but it is still coming out with meaningful outputs, say physical outputs, verbal outputs, mental outputs. So I think, yeah, that does make sense. There is a subconscious, and you are, I think, even though people are not aware of subconscious, they're still training it subconscious. Like that's the point of subconscious, right? Because
Yeah.
I would say that every kid is born with a subconscious part of the brain, and I would say babies are more subconscious than actually conscious at the
Yeah.
beginning, and they slowly start becoming more conscious.
Yeah.
And once they become older, then they could be, like you were saying, they start forgetting about the subconscious part, because the
Yeah.
conscious is so big and so vast, and everybody wants you to be conscious and be aware of your surroundings and all of that. Because like I know, like it is a scientific fact that babies don't really have object permanence. So
Yeah.
there's a game that you can play with babies where you like hide your face, and to them, when you reveal your face, like they always laugh. The reason is because when you're hiding your face, to them you don't exist anymore. Like
Okay.
you have vanished. Like, because they don't have object awareness, they don't think that you are behind this hand. But when you remove the hand, that's when it's like, okay, that is not a part of our human brain. That is something we have to learn, and it takes them quite a few weeks of developmental learning to be able to grasp that fact. But I think like I really do resonate with the fact that subconscious part of the brain really
And
does
one thing that you pointed out, I would like to add on to that, that when we are kids till the age of 7 years, we through our conditioning, whatever environment we are giving, let's suppose somebody was uh, mistreated in the, let's suppose there was a girl and she was mistreated by her father. Now she will have this always cynical attitude towards all the males she will meet in her life. Why? Because somewhere
right.
very deep inside her mind something happened that she even does not know how that patterns build up, and it build it to a point that she's cynical about every single male she meets in her life, because something so tragic happened, or maybe she was not treated well, not given things that a normal child is given, that she will never trust people. So these fears are very ingrained, deep ingrained. These are not things that are visible on the surface, but as we start digging deeper and exploring our minds, we get to know our limiting beliefs. So everybody has a limiting belief about what we can. Like there's a Pranshu, there's something called as small town syndrome. Have you heard of that term?
Is it like the Hindi saying "Koop mandu kuए ka menda"?
No, it's not like that. It's not like that. It's like people, certain people who come from small towns, they have this thing that it's we cannot succeed as well as people from big cities can. They have this mental thing that because we belong to a small place,
like a complex of sorts.
You can say it is deeper than a complex. They feel that we are from the small place, and they are not sure. If they overcome that limiting belief that we are equal, every human being is equal, and the world is our playground. So everybody has these limiting beliefs, and it is these beliefs that make us or break us in our lives, and whatever we are because of these limiting beliefs. So we are going to explore a lot of methods that will help you. I will be talking a lot about NLP as I am talking these days today, and Pranshu would be taking us with other things that he is aware of, and that will help people. We will be taking up questions. So guys, if you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment in the comment box below, and don't forget to subscribe the channel, because every week we would be launching one video, and that would be quite researched one. We'll do our own research, we'll read books, and we'll add our personal anecdotes. And Pranshu, what are you up to? So I look forward to your insights.
Yeah, I'm processing what I've been told. There are a lot of things I'm very supportive of. There's a few things that I'm kind of iffy
cynical
about. Yeah, cynical. Like I said, I'm a cynical person. So it's a part of the trend. But I think that's a good thing, because that will get us good input and feedback, and we can have a good repertoire as we move forward with this series. And I'm looking forward to it. And let's discuss this more, and let's do a more in-depth analysis.
Yeah. So every week, what we plan to do is we'll take up one simple question that might be boggling a lot of people. We'll work on it throughout the week, and we'll come up with our best insights and best solutions. I'll see it from NLP point of view, and Pranshu from other point of views. Right.
Okay. Sounds good. Perfect.
Yeah, so really excited about this new venture. We are calling it Happy Living, because we believe that the purpose of life is to live at your full potential and live happily, because nothing holds any meaning if you're not happy, if you're not living your best self.
Definitely.
And yeah, that's our motto. So looking forward to it. See you next week. Again, please feel free to leave your questions in the comment box below. Thank you.